Hi there folks, today we're going to be shooting the magnum of the 19th century. This is the Colt 1847 Walker Revolver. This replica is made by Uberti in Italy, and we're going to be shooting it. Well, this is the Colt Walker Revolver. The reason it's so big, it's 4.5 pounds, was because in 1847 Samuel Walker wanted a handgun that would hold a musket charge, and he got with Sam Colt, and this is what they came up with. And the reason it's so big is that they had to use wrought iron because the metal wasn't as advanced as it was not too long later, actually. And they had to put a lot of metal in between the chambers to hold the pressures of the black powder. There were only 1,100 of these made, so it's actually a pretty rare handgun. 1,000 of them were issued to the Texas Rangers, and another 100 were given out to people. So finding an original is pretty hard to do, and you see them a lot. People are like, "Oh, I have an original." It's like, okay, and a lot of scams going on with that. But so it's really a rare cap and ball revolver, and but the reason it's so popular today, and I think there's a couple reasons, but one of them is everyone wants the biggest cap and ball revolvers. It's a lot of fun, hold that big charge, and another reason. Mainly this movie, The Outlaw Josie Wales with Clint Eastwood, really made this gun famous. And he carried a pair of these in that movie, and that really made this gun popular, I think, nowadays. And they use it in other movies, True Grit and stuff, but that really made it popular. So we're gonna get this loaded up. Alright, we're gonna get the Walker loaded up. Now, as I said before, they wanted a revolver that could hold a musket charge, and so they issued it for 60 grains of black powder and a round ball, or 50 grains of powder and a conical bullet. And that's just a huge charge. A gun really can't handle it. Some of these blew up in the field in use, and I've heard reports that sometimes they loaded the conicals backwards, so that could have been a reason. But it's just a huge charge for this gun, and it really can't handle it. You start to get wedge issues. Unless I had this gun tuned up by Mike Brackett of Goons Gun Works, I wouldn't fire a 60 grain charge through here. And that was also 2F powder for the military, but still, that's a big charge. So we're gonna get this loaded up. I'm gonna be using 777, 3FG 777, and with 777 you want to reduce your charge by 15%, and so I'm gonna be using a 35 grain charge, and that's really equal to like a 40 grain charge, 40 1/4 grains actually, to be exact. So that's a good charge for this gun. And we're going to get it loaded up. Now I have a 35 grain spout on this flask here, but it throws a little light around 31, 32 grains, so it's not going to help me. But so I'm going to get this revolver in half cock, so the cylinder could spin. Sorry about that, I forgot my punch felt wads here. So I have the gun in half cock, so the cylinder could spin. Take my powder measure set for 35 grains. Pour some powder in there. Take the revolver. Pour some powder into a chamber. I'm going to grab a felt wad. Here we go. I'm going to grab this felt wad, put it over the powder, take a round ball, cast 457 inch diameter round ball, and I'm going to send that home. And another thing about the Walker is that you get them in some of them like 457s, some like 454s, and you might find an occasional one that likes 451, but this is really a 45, but they call it a 44 caliber. Okay, so we have the Walker loaded up, and put a little stick-on target on this steel plate down there and see what kind of group we could get. Okay, reason I'm having so many misfires is because my wedge is backing out. I'm gonna go tap that back in. So, you have to be ready for anything when you shoot cap and ball. I had one just bust a cap. Alright, not too bad. Alright, so the wedge keeps backing out on me. I haven't had it in far enough because I want the barrel cylinder, the gap, to not be too tight by putting the wedge in too far and starting to get binding, but this time I put it in farther, so we should be good. And let's go see if we could take out some water bottles with the Walker. So there's one bottle left. Now let's see if I can take it out. Alright. And you saw just there, I had my rain rod drop a little bit. That's a common occurrence with the Walker because it's just held up by this T-spring here instead of a barrel stud at the near the muzzle. So, but this gun hasn't been dropping it too bad, and it looks like my wedge is backing out again. Yeah, to tap that back in, might need a new wedge. So I got a couple 12-ounce cans down there, and see if I can take them out with the Walker. Still two of them there. Alright, getting windy out here. Today has been about the nicest day in about 2 or 3 months, so I gotta enjoy it. So, the Walker's been acting up a little bit today, but let's see if it can redeem itself on some steel plates. Okay, that time my wedge is in too tight. It was really binding up, but so yeah, knock some of the plates around. It really gives those plates a punch. In case you're wondering, those water bottles back there aren't decorations. They've been up there way too long. And let's see if we could get rid of them with the Colt Walker. Nice. I need to do that more often. Well, there's one left up there, and I'll unload this up and see if we can take it out. Alright, so I got 5 more rounds in here, and I don't see if I could hit anything at 40 yards. I'm gonna have to hold really low. I got it a couple times, and I'll take that. Alright, so I think we had a Chainfire there. Okay. Yep, it's had a Chainfire, one adjoining chamber. Here's a spent cap from it. Set the cap off. So, both caps went off, so that might mean it went from the nipple end. Let me see. Yeah, I was running out. I had wads on a few of the chambers, actually just ran out of the wads. So, I mean, that could be the problem. Alright, let's go fire after the rest of these shots. Okay, so the Walker was really acting up today. A lot of binding issues, the wedge backing out. We had the Chainfire, but you didn't catch on its best day. It's a really good gun. I mean, I have to say, I love the Walker. There's something about the Walker. It's just awesome. So, thank you for watching, folks, and until next time, have a good day.